Hello parents! Welcome back to the Parents Workshop for June. Now, it has been an exciting month for us because we had holiday camps and held 2 exhibitions in both Suntec and Expo. I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you for giving us this opportunity to train your children in our June's storytelling theme. Next month in July, we will be teaching your children the salesman's speech. It is my personal favorite, not because my background is in corporate sales, but because sales is a tool that develops people's interpersonal skills. The selling process brings people together and develops a salesperson to increase their charisma and persuasiveness to a greater level. In July's Speech Linguistic Patterns curriculum, we will teach your child the first fundamental of sales, called values persuasion. All expert salespeople know this concept because in this competitive world, it is no longer about how good your product is, but how you can satisfy your client's deepest value with your product. So this month, we will be teaching your child to learn about human values. What are the types of values such as love, freedom, power, money, fun, relationships that exist in people, and how they can use their power of speech to bring these deep values to the surface of the client's awareness. Then, your child will learn how to link their product to these values, and bam! Your child has just mastered the most critical first element in persuasion. Being trained to understand people's values also makes the individual less selfish and become a more understanding person. Don't you think? In corporate, the people who had the job knowledge and also had a way with people always get the best promotions. I saw so many of my talented co-workers who couldn't go their fullest potential because when they talked, it's always about themselves and their own ideas. They didn't know how to engage others at a deeper level. These co-workers didn't realize that in communication, it is not just about what they have to say, but what the other party wants to hear. If they knew how to connect the two, they would have achieved much greater accomplishments in their careers. But they didn't have the opportunity to learn this, and that is why they become stuck once they reached a certain level. I would like to share a story of my stuff back when I was a sales manager in SPH, Singapore Press Holdings. His name is Nicholas. And when he came to my department, he was demoralized and didn't have the fire left in him anymore. I probed and found out that he had been transferred from department to department because he couldn't perform. So as a last resort, they put him under me to try exhibition sales. I then taught him the fundamentals of understanding people's values, building relationships, and sales closing techniques. In just 8 months, he became the second top in sales because the top sales was still me. He saw his salary tripled in just 8 months. He said that his confidence and self-esteem had never reached such a high level before, and he felt that he could achieve anything he aimed to reach. Lives transformed because of opportunities, isn't it? Last year, July, our students in our Toa Payoh branch went to the streets to sell Speech Academy Asia pens. And the profit after minus the cost went to them. Some of them managed to sell $10 per pen, and it amazed them and us as well. They used their profits to buy ice creams and snacks, and all of them felt on top of the world. The money is just a form of physical proof. What gave them this feeling of confidence is that they managed to achieve what is called persuasion through understanding. Some of the students gave their remaining earnings to their parents, and their parents were so touched of their filial piety. The daddy of student Jaden came up to us and said his son wanted to be an entrepreneur after the experience, and he was so proud to see his son having a goal in life suddenly. Life-changing moments awaits those who go through such powerful experiences. I feel so happy because I get the chance to impart these skills I personally hold dearly to your children so that they can have greater success in life. So, here's a tip for you daddies and mummies for your own growth so that you can achieve greater successes with your speech as well. If you have to present an idea or want to make a suggestion to your colleagues or bosses, try to start off the topic by saying things they want to hear first, instead of being very direct. I think that we should all rethink using this old system because blah 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 blah. People are mostly resistant to change, and this resistance will continue to block what you have to say, unless you have a lot of time to convince them. But we all know time is a rare commodity in our lives these days. So, by touching people's values first, we can eliminate most of the resistance. How you can start off is like this. I thought about how we can all save up to 30 minutes a day with this new proposal. I know 30 minutes a day is not much, but it gives us extra time to finish up our work so that we can all go home to have dinner with our family on time. We can spend more time connecting with friends we haven't contacted too. The idea is also simple and can save the company a lot of costs. The old system we are using is good, but it can be better. How? It goes like this. Blah blah blah. Now, some of you might be thinking, to spend another 25 seconds extra in my proposal, is it going to eat into my presentation time? Well, it depends case to case. If by adding extra 25 seconds will help you successfully implement something of value, then this 25 seconds is well spent versus having zero results after giving a long speech but can't change anything. Isn't it? What we are going to do now is practice using values to persuade. Now, before I continue, I saw from last month's parents' video that there are some who didn't practice. It's good to stretch ourselves once in a while, isn't it? And what better place to stretch oneself than in our school? Furthermore, it's free for you. So in a while's time, the screen will turn black with some instructions. Let us all go to a partner if your spouse is not here to practice, okay? What you're going to do is to promote an idea to your buddy. You can suggest to them that yoga classes are good, or to use a certain ingredient in a recipe, or to drive a particular type of car. It doesn't matter as long as you say out values to show you care for your buddy. Now, if there is odd number in this room, you can join to form teams of 3. Do this exercise for your children, because the moment you practiced and you demonstrate it to your children, they will have additional motivation to practice values persuasion at home and when they will apply outside. So, let's do this for the next 5 minutes, and you have 2.5 minutes per person. The screen will now switch off for the next 5 minutes to show an example if you're not sure how to start. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next 5 minutes. Welcome back, parents. Did you enjoy the persuasion exercise? Great, because now I will share the next technique we will train your children in. It is called eye contact. Eyes are the windows to the soul, as some people say it. And there is some truth behind it as well. A child with constant shifting eyes will seem lacking in confidence. In addition, giving short eye contact that is less than a second will make the audience feel as though they are not liked by the speaker. When scientists were researching on eye contact, they studied American presidents and famous CEOs and found out that the most charismatic speakers had very long eye contact. President Bill Clinton had the longest eye contact, spanning an average of 4 seconds. Scientists tested and discovered that this was the optimum time of eye contact for rapport building. Steve Jobs, on the extreme, could go up to 10 seconds of eye contact without blinking. Scientists tested this and found out that the audience would usually go into a state of vulnerability if subjected to such long eye contact. And Steve Jobs was famous for using this eye contact to create the RDF, a term created by Apple staff for reality distortion field, RDF, where he could convince anyone on anything, even if the idea was ridiculous. This month's eye contact training will be intense, as your child will learn how to use both the 4 seconds rule to build rapport and the 10 seconds rule to create vulnerability. Eye contact is a skill that needs training because the human's natural tendency is to use eye movement to access mental memories and processes. And this month, our trainers have lots of work to do to help your child to have the charismatic eyes of American presidents and CEOs. So if you see your child having fidgety eye contact when they are talking, gently remind them to use the 4 seconds rule as well. Okay? The next concept I will now cover is on neurosomatics, NS. In July, we will be teaching the concept of self-acceptance. There is a significant difference in people who accept their limitations and weaknesses versus those who refuse to accept themselves. They end up not loving themselves, bash themselves with endless criticism, and in a way, destroy their own self-esteem through habitual negativity. In psychology, there is a term called dissonance, which means disconnectedness. What this means is that the individual separates their thinking and feelings, choosing thinking over what they truly feel. This is dangerous because it will lead to loneliness, a sense of unworthiness, and a very strong sense of unhappiness. Some individuals choose not to say their feelings because they don't accept their inner self, and as a result, they end up becoming very lousy speakers. And as a result of their lack of speech, drops further in confidence. So our trainers have prepared many activity-based learning modules to bring about the awareness of self-worth and acceptance. There will also be lots of inspirational stories told to your child to change their beliefs about themselves as well. Now, I come to the final section of this video. The news. The good news is that trainer Kenny is joining us full-time as the head of the training department. He has a PhD in information technologies, but he doesn't like us to call him Dr. Kenny, so we usually address him as Kenny. He also has a master's in business administration. His training experiences span decades. He was a lecturer in SIM University. He was a trainer's trainer in a diploma course that certifies trainers to teach TESOL. He also headed the language department in Uptrend College University. He will be ensuring that your child receives optimum training from our trainers to become confident speakers. As such, I reached the end of this month's video. I'd like to appreciate each and every one of you for your time and support to attend this parents' workshop. Your commitment to your children gives us greater strength to continue to do our best for your children. Once again, thank you. And let's look forward to your child's earning their first dollar for you. This song is dedicated to you loving daddies and mummies. It's called Stand By Me. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light to see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand, yes, you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, whoa, stand by me. Yes, you stand. Won't you stand? No, you stand by me. Whenever you're be lonely, won't you stand by me? Whoa, whoa, stand by me. Yes, you stand. Won't you stand? Yes, you stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, all the mountains should stumble in the sea. No, I won't cry, I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand, yes, you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, whoa, stand by me. Yes, you stand. Won't you stand? Yes, you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, whoa, stand by me. Yes, you stand. Won't you stand? Yes, you stand by us.